Just wanted to show you a few things if you find that yours appears not to be working as well. The first thing to do is to troubleshoot it. These tanks are kind of difficult because you can't really see if any of the coolant is moving inside, so you really just have to pop the cap on them. And the factory one is see-through, so it's a little easier to tell. But the best way to find out if the pump is running is to jump it, and where you can see the coolant in there. Okay, now even when the car is running, sometimes the pump doesn't always run. It has a temperature setting on it where it'll start running. So if you do start the car and you don't see it running right away, don't be too freaked out. But the next thing we're going to do is come over here to this relay and just pull up on both tabs on this box. And that's just the cap for it. And under here is our intercooler relay. So what we need to do is pull this out, and you just wiggle it back and forth and pull it straight up. So I'm going to put the camera down and I'm going to support the base of this while I lift this actual relay out. So once again, I supported the base with one hand and then lifted this out on the other. And so what we have here is the different connection points for that relay. The car doesn't have to be on. You don't even need the key in the ignition. To test it, what you do is just get a piece of coat hanger or a piece of wire, and you're going to touch this far side and then this inner side. And when you make a connection with those two, the pump should run. So let's try this. So as you see, it's not running. Now, before you go and buy a brand new pump, you probably want to check the fuse first too. So over here I've opened up this panel. You just push down on that and lift up, and the fuse for this intercooler pump is this 10 amp red one right there. So we'll go ahead and pull that out and just make sure that it's not in fact a fuse. Just grab a pair of needle nose pliers. Okay, just pull straight up on it. Now if you look at the fuse, yeah, you can see the connection is good. So this fuse is fine. And then we're just gonna, now that the car is level on the ground, we're gonna take a look at the fluid. Probably add a little more to it, and then keep running this pump for a minute to get out any bubbles. I'm just running the pump some more here to make sure there's no air bubbles in the system, and to check our fluid level. Okay, then just put your relay back in place. I like to support it from the bottom when you push down. And when that's secure, you can put the cap back on. Okay. And replace the cap for your expansion tank.